You've definitely seen it everywhere, on those classic, charming homes and even on super modern buildings. It's a material that's been around forever, but somehow it's still one of the top choices out there. So today, we're going to break down everything you really need to know about stucco siding. The outside of your house, it's the first thing people see. It's its armor, and picking the right one is a huge deal. You're trying to juggle how it looks, how long it'll last, and of course, the price tag. It's a lot to think about, and honestly, the options can be pretty overwhelming. That's exactly why we're going to focus on just one solution today, one that has seriously stood the test of time: stucco. We've pulled together all the key info from the pros to help you figure out if it's the right move for your project. So, what is it about stucco? Why is it such a go-to for so many builders and homeowners? Well, as you're about to see, it's about way more than just its good looks. The list of pros for stucco is pretty impressive. First up, on the safety side, it's fire resistant, which is a big deal. It's also super durable, and that means way less work for you down the road. And here's the part your wallet will love. It's an amazing insulator. That can actually mean lower energy bills and a nice little bump in your property value. So, how does stucco actually stack up against the other big players? Well, think about it. Vinyl can crack, wood can rot, but stucco just holds up against impacts. And that fire resistance we just mentioned, that's a massive safety advantage over wood, which is flammable, or vinyl, which can melt. It really puts into perspective how well-rounded stucco is. And hey, this isn't just talk. We've got a killer real-world example. For one business, just redoing their storefront with a new stucco finish brought in a ton more business. It's some serious proof that curb appeal isn't just about looking nice, it can actually drive real results. Just let that sink in for a second. A 20% jump in foot traffic. For any business, that is a total game changer. And it all started with an upgrade to the exterior. It just goes to show you that an investment in stucco can pay for itself, for real. Okay, so we've covered the why. Now let's get into the how. That super smooth, durable finish doesn't just appear out of nowhere. It's actually a really precise, multi-step process, and we're about to walk through it right now. Getting that classic stucco look isn't as easy as just, smearing some cement mix on a wall. Nope. It's a detailed, professional job that's designed to last for decades. So let's pull back the curtain and see what it really takes. All right, this is basically the playbook for a pro stucco job. It starts with prep and a super important moisture barrier. That's what stops water damage later on. Then you've got the lath, which is a wire mesh that gives the stucco something to really grab onto. After that, it's all about the layers. A scratch coat to bond, a brown coat to get it smooth, and then the finish coat for the color and texture. And last, but definitely not least, is curing, where it all hardens up to get that rock-solid strength. So once that beautiful finish is all done and cured, you're not quite finished. I mean, just like any other part of a house, it needs a little TLC to stay looking great. But the good news, it's actually pretty low maintenance. But let's be real, right? Houses settle, weather happens, sooner or later you might see a little wear and tear. So what should you be looking for? And what's the right way to fix it when it does pop up? Okay, these are the big red flags. Cracks are the most obvious, yeah, but keep an eye out for any water stands or discoloration. That can mean moisture is trapped inside. And if you ever see a bulge or a soft spot, you need to get that checked out immediately. That could be a sign of a much bigger and more expensive problem hiding underneath. So you spotted a crack. Can you fix it yourself? Well, it kind of depends. If it's a teeny tiny hairline crack, you might be able to handle it. But for anything bigger, you really need to call a pro. An expert can figure out what caused it in the first place, like a moisture problem, and they'll get the color and texture to match perfectly. It's the difference between a real fix and just a Band-Aid that's hiding a bigger issue. And this right here shows you just how easy the long-term care is. We're not talking about a ton of work. It's all about being proactive, a quick look over once a year, a gentle wash, and fixing small problems before they become big ones. If you do that, your stucco will look great for years and years. Okay, so we've talked about the perks, how it's installed, and how to take care of it. Now let's put it all together and help you decide if stucco is the right long-term play for your property. This chart really helps put things in perspective. See how things like durability, how it looks, and insulation are the biggest pieces of the pie? And yeah, initial cost is in there, but look how small it is when you think about the long-term value you get from low maintenance and saving on your energy bills. So, to wrap it all up, stucco is tough, it's safe, and it's efficient. The secret sauce is getting that installation done right from the very beginning. After that, A little attention goes a very long way. And at the end of the day, it's an investment that pays off in both your property value and just how great it looks. So, we'll leave you with this to think about. Now that you know what really goes into a quality stucco finish, you've got what you need to decide if its unique mix of strength and style is the right investment for your walls. Thanks for tuning in.